Hi, darlings. Another day and time for declutter. So, in front of me, I have my concealers, tinted moisturizers, foundations, setting sprays, and setting powders. So, I want to go through and I kind of want to streamline my collection a little bit and get rid of items that I'm not really using. I am still sick, and if you notice my eyes are kind of glassy, it's because I'm tired and I don't feel good. But other than that, I'm okay. But I want to go through and I want to start my declutter because I have a lot of makeup and I don't use a lot of foundation products. So we're going to switch to hand cam and we're going to go from there, and I'm just going to try to streamline my collection a little bit. I don't have any qualms about having a lot of makeup, but there's a lot of stuff that's just taking up room that I'm not using, and so I just kind of want to get rid of that stuff. This is going to be a multi-series parts. Like the lip products are going to be an entire video of their own. Like, let's not even pretend. And then also going through my eyeshadow collection, which I'm probably not going to get rid of a lot because I love what I have, but I'm going to get rid of some. So let's switch to hand cam and let's see if we can kind of get rid of a few. All right, see you in a bit. All right, darling, so we are now on hand cam. So in front of me, I have all of my foundation products. I have tinted moisturizers here, and then I have concealer products here. So I figure we'll start with the largest category first and kind of go from there. And let's talk about it. So let me grab my basket. This is gonna be my give the fuck away basket. And we're just gonna start from there. So actually, and I even have extra, I even have more than this. Okay, so last year I won a contest with Ofra Cosmetics, and I won like one of everything they released that year, including all of their foundation samples. So they actually sent this over to me as like one of my contest winnings, and I don't wear any of these shades, so I'm gonna go ahead and donate these. Now, everything you see me decluttering today is either gonna get donated or go to a family or a friend, so I'm not gonna send anything out to anybody else. Please don't ask, that's a little bit weird, but everything I declutter today is gonna go to somebody else, okay? So with the exception of things that might have expired, I'm gonna throw those away, obviously. So all of these shades, none of these fit me. I actually do wear shade number 4. This is my shade with the Ofra foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then the rest of this is just going to go right into the basket of declutter. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of all of these, all of these foundations and donate them to somebody who can use them. I'm not a makeup artist. I don't see like clients or anything. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and pass these on. Oh my gosh. I should have taken these out ahead of time. Okay. So all of these are ready. Okay. So next on the list are these Yensa serum foundations. I'm going to go ahead and grab these. As much as I enjoyed these, I have to mix the two of them together to get my right shade. And I really hate doing that. I'm not that person that wants to spend all that time. So these are a nice product. And I have 2 shades here, but this is extremely light for me and this is too warm and I have to mix them. So I'm not trying to do all that. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these on as well. This L'Oreal True Match here has maybe been opened one time and used one time. It is way too warm on me. And they have not had a shade that'll work for me in stock. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these on. This Joa BB cream I really like, and it's actually a really close match to my natural skin tone. So I'm actually going to go ahead and keep this because I actually really enjoy the finish of it. And it is very full coverage. So this Freebird Cosmetics Cover Foundation, she sent this to me as a thank you for actually posting with the lip glosses that I bought. I think the coverage on this is really nice, but this is way too light of a color, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it on. And she also sent me some of their liquid foundation. This is a perfect match for my skin. So when she just sent it over to me, she didn't ask me my shade. She just shade matched me. The owner did, and she did a killer job. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this. It's got a really nice, like kind of a natural finish. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that there. I'm gonna keep that. This Natasha Denona one here, this one is, I can see why it was clearanced. It's awful. Is it old? Oh yeah, look, it's like squirt. Is it old? What the hell? Oh, it's like chunky too. Gross. Okay, yeah, we're gonna throw this away. This is for the trash pile. Ew, gross. Let me get a paper towel. Okay. Okay, so next on the list is this Tarte C foundation. This is actually discontinued and it is starting to separate a little bit. So if you can see on the camera, like it's actually separating. So I'm also going to throw this away. It's just time for it to go. So this right here, save your money. Do not waste it. This is awful. I tried using this so many different ways and no way could I get it to look good on my skin. I don't know what this, like what the point of this was, but it's awful. Save your money. And I say the same thing about this product here. So this Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1. If you remember the Dream Matte Mousse by Maybelline, like look, that's all it is. It's the Dream Matte Mousse, but it's in like a tube and it looks really nice on camera, but when you put it on your face, like when you see it in real life, it looks awful. So that's going to be a no-go as well. We're going to go ahead and pass those on. And then the same thing goes for this one here too, by CoverGirl Clean Fresh. I wanted to like this product. I really did. I just didn't feel like it did anything. And what it did do is it made my skin just look blah. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that on as well because I just don't feel like it is worth it for me and I don't love it. Now, I really like a good BB cream. I like a good like light to medium finish and this just didn't do it for me. Okay, let's try that again. So this is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation and this came highly recommended by Tati Westbrook, like highly recommended. I don't know. I found, see, look how warm it is. It's almost like it oxidizes on my skin immediately and it runs like really like orangey yellow. That's going to be a no from me. I was not able to find a shade that I felt was a good match for my skin and it just didn't do it. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this on as well. Okay, so I feel like we're making really good progress. Yay. All right, so these here, the Catrice True Skin, I actually like these. And again, like the colors are not quite right, but either one of these will work. This is a little bit lighter for me. I am going to hang on to these for just a little while longer. So we're going to go ahead and just keep these for now. I don't have a big collection, and I do want to hang on to them for a little while longer. Okay, so far so good. We've gotten rid of a lot so far. Good job, us. These are all the no-goes. Bye-bye. All right, so why don't we do setting powder? Let's do BB creams, okay? So, as much as I like this IPK, and these are left over from my days having Ipsy. So I received all of these right here in my Ipsy. It has been a while. I liked this product. I thought it was a good match for my skin, but it is getting old, and I noticed when I was wearing it, I was getting a lot of milia. So I don't know if that's a thing, but I noticed I had like an increase in milia in my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this away. Same thing goes for these others. Like these are actually the same here. Well, this is concealer and this is the BB cream. But honestly, they're like the same on the skin for me. So I'm going to go ahead and actually throw all of these away because these are old and I don't want, you know, to give somebody pimples or something just by keeping them. So I'm going to go ahead and toss those on. Actually, we'll put that in our throwaway pile over here. So this is by Mad Hippie, and this is more of a sheer tint sun serum. It is not a lot of coverage. It's very liquidy. See how liquidy it is? But I do like it for like a lightweight SPF. This does have SPF 29 UVA UVB. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this, but more for the SPF and less for the tint. I think this makes a good SPF primer, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it for that purpose. All right, so now we have my Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I'm on the fence about this one because on one hand, I love how my skin looks when I'm wearing it. But on the other, I think that the color is just a little bit off. So I'm not sure. This one is the medium tan. And it's actually a little bit pink on me, which I think is a little weird. So I'm kind of tempted to get the light to medium. My skin is very neutral, so I'm not sure if this would be worth saving. I think I'm going to hang on to it for a little while longer because I do like how it looks on my skin. But it is so far not my favorite of the tinted hydrators like ever. So far, Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator is my absolute favorite. And when I see that on sale again, I'm absolutely going to pick up another one. Okay. All right, moving right along. So we have the last of the tinted like face products. This one's by Freebird Cosmetics. This is actually the older formulation of their BB cream, and I like this a lot. I think it sits on the skin. It doesn't actually like blend into the skin, but it sits evenly on me, if that makes sense. So it's not going to be the most natural looking BB cream, but it is a decent BB cream. So I am going to hang on to this, and I think I'm going to try to pan it and finish it. The packaging is fabulous, so. All right, on to concealers. So we're starting out with, I just keep dropping stuff. So we're starting out with what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 concealers. So first on the chopping block is this Trestique. This is way too light for me. I don't spot conceal, and I don't like this. I love the packaging, and I don't mind the formula so much. It is a drier formula, but it's just the wrong shade for me, and there's no point in me hanging on to it. It's just a waste. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it on and see if one of my sisters wants it. This Catrice HD One Drop Cover Weightless Concealer. See, it's a tiny bottle, but it was only like $6. Honestly, this is awful. This is a terrible concealer. I would not recommend this to anyone. I'm going to throw this away because it's already starting to separate and I haven't had it that long. So we're going to go ahead and just chuck this one in the bin. Don't buy this. Save your money. This is just, like, you get a lot of coverage and a tiny little drop, but too bad it settles in, like, every single one of your fine lines. It doesn't blend in properly. Like, it's just awful. Just save your money. Okay, so these are actually the same product. I have a full size of the Tarte Shape Tape, and I have a tiny one of the Sharp Tape. I'm actually going to throw this away. This is older. I bought this as a replacement for this one because I really enjoy it, but I am trying to use up my NARS one first. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one and then toss the little one. Oh my gosh, we're making good progress. Good job, us. All right, so this Born This Way concealer is gorgeous. I really, really like this. I like using this all over my face. It's just, this is actually, it looks really warm, but it actually blends out beautifully on my skin tone, especially during the summer. I like this a lot. Do I want to keep this? I kind of want to keep this for just a little while longer. Yeah, I'm going to keep it for a little while longer. I don't use a lot of concealer, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep this for a little while longer, and then I'll toss it at my next declutter more than likely. All right, the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This was another one of those products I got when I had my Ipsy box. I used this a couple of times. I did not care for how it sat on my under eyes. I know some people really love this. They swear by it, but it just didn't work well for me. I'm 36 and I have pretty normal skin, but yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and pass this on and see if somebody else wants to use it because the packaging does keep it nice and like pretty tidy, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and pass this on. All right, NARS Radiant Concealer. I think I've used this concealer the most. It is not my favorite finish though on the under eye. So this didn't play well with my Milk Makeup loose powder. It really didn't. Like, I had so much pilling and it's just, ugh. But I don't mind this, and there's less than half in here. You can't really tell looking at the packaging, but I've used this a lot. So I'm going to hang on to this for a little while longer, and this has actually been my panning focus. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. I forgot one. Okay, so my Kokie Be Bright Concealer, I love this. It's like $8. This is a great concealer for $8 especially, but this is a great concealer. This is my favorite. I really like this. I'm going to use it all, and then I have the color medium beige. I'm going to use this up, and then I'm going to buy a replacement, because so far this has been my absolute favorite concealer. I would say it's like medium coverage, but you can build it up. But yeah, this has been my favorite. So we're going to add that to the keep pile. And next we have the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Camo Concealer, and then the 16-hour Camo Concealer. Honestly, I know that this got rave reviews. I don't like this. I don't feel like it sat well under my skin. I don't feel like it blended out well. This is not for me. This one is starting to separate, so I'm actually going to throw this one away. But I just don't like this. I don't reach for it, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. And then this one here, I got the matte finish on this, because this is the full coverage matte version. I want to try this one and see if I like it. I have not tried this yet. I just picked it up when I saw it because I felt like it was a good value. But I haven't tried it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. So far in this category, we've done really well. We got rid of a lot. So this is the donate pile. And then these are all the trash piles. So I feel like, you know, hold on just a second. And these are going to get thrown away. So I feel like we did a really good job clearing out some space. I love this. Good job, us. Okay. So these away. Bye. So next up, I think we should talk about setting sprays. I don't have a crazy amount of setting sprays. I only have these 3. This Fix Plus Rose, I love it for foiling my eyeshadows. I'm going to go ahead and hang on to this. The Urban Decay All Nighter, this one's actually almost empty. I'm going to hang on to this as well, just because if I set my face, which is rarely, this is the one I like to set my whole face with. So I'm going to go ahead and hang on to this. This Moira, oh, fucking hell. Friends, this was awful, and I had such high hopes for it. It wasn't very expensive. But the sprayer on this, like, I don't know if you can tell by looking at it here, it sprays in like an oval, and it's just like being spat on, honestly. Like, I wanted this to be good. I wanted to love this, and I just don't. I don't know if it's the sprayer. Like, it still remained a little tacky on me, so maybe this would make a good priming spray, but I don't do that. I don't do priming sprays really, so I'm actually going to pass this on and see if somebody else wants it. But yeah, I don't love it. It's not for me. All right. Woohoo, progress. All right, darlings. So moving on to setting powders, I have this Milk Makeup translucent setting powder here. Honestly, this is not performing as well as it used to perform, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this away. I know setting powders aren't really supposed to go bad, but I do notice that this is pilling with any of the concealers that I use. So it started with just one, and now it's not working well with any of them. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this away because it is older. So I already have a loose setting powder. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is just their translucent setting powder. I'm actually going to hang on to this and use this as my loose setting powder, because I don't use a lot of powder, but I do want to have one just in case I have like a long event to go to or something that I can just bake my face with and use that. So I'm going to go ahead and hang on to this one. This Charlotte Tilbury powder here, I absolutely love this. I have it in light and I have it in medium, which I couldn't find because it's in my house somewhere. So I'm actually going to hang on to both of these because I really like it. It's an expensive powder. She is an expensive hoe, but it's a good one. So I really like this, so I'm going to hang on to it. Same thing goes for this little sample size. This is really good for travel. So it's so cute. I do notice that the sample size wants to hard pan, and I'm not sure if that's just the nature of the size or whatever, but I am going to hang on to it. me. Don't mind me, I'm still sick. Okay. So moving on to the Joa Blurfection setting powder. This made my face itch. I cannot recommend this to anyone. I'm not sure what the ingredients are in this, but this, my face itched so bad the whole, like I tried multiple days and multiple foundations, and there's just something in here that I'm sensitive to, so this is trash. All right, so moving right along to this Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder Waterproof Transparent. I used this a couple times. I did not notice. One, waterproof on my under eye. I'm not a crier. I'm not a crazy sweater. I don't know that I need that. But I know that I didn't like how this set on my under eye, so I'm actually going to pass it along because while it might have actually like mattified my under eyes, I just don't like the finish that it gave me. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this on. So I do have two sample sizes here. One is of the Kat Von D Locket setting powder in translucent. And then this other one is a Mineral Veil by Bare Minerals. I am going to hang on to these. I have not used them. Excuse me. You can see how beat up looking they look. And I still haven't used them. They just kind of float around. These will not survive the next declutter if I haven't reached for them. But for now, I do want to give them a try and see if, you know, there's something that I would enjoy using. Hello, my darlings. Okay, so I feel like we did a good job decluttering some things. We have this entire basket right here of declutters. And this isn't even the things that I'm throwing away. This is just the things that I decided to pass on to somebody else or, you know, or donate. So I think that's pretty good. We got down to 2 setting sprays, 5 concealer products, 2, 4, 6 foundation type products, and 5 setting powder type products, which might sound like a lot to somebody, but I wear makeup a fair bit. And to be fair, 2 of them are like the same thing. So, or 3 of them are sample sizes of the face setting powders. So this is gonna just be part 1. I have a lot of makeup. I think the blush is gonna be the hardest part for me. I have an unnatural affection for blush that not sure where it came from. I may also do this with my brushes. If that's something that you want to see, let me know in the comments. Because it's rare that I see people get rid of brushes, but if you're like me, then you avoid certain brushes in your collection just because you don't enjoy reaching for them. So I may do a declutter on my brushes and see what I'm actually like using and what I'm not using. But anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't feel like you have to declutter your collection at all. I just don't reach for a lot of face products. I really don't. I don't reach for like a lot of foundations. I don't reach for a lot of concealers. So I don't like having a lot. Eyeshadows, I could have 400 eyeshadow palettes and be a happy camper. I don't have that many, but I could and I would be a happy camper. But I just don't reach for a lot of the other stuff. So I want to make sure that I'm getting rid of things that don't serve me. So if you like this video, thumbs it up, subscribe, follow along. I am going to create a playlist, I think, for my first playlist of my declutter videos, just moving forward, just so that, like, you know, you can find everything if you like declutter videos. So thank you for following along. And if you want to follow along on my other socials, really I spend the most like time on my Instagram. And that's at She Loves a Sparkle, just like my handle for here on YouTube. And thank you for being here and spending your time with me. I appreciate it. I will see you next time. And thank you for putting up with my sick voice. I'm very nasally. I'm still sick. It's just gonna be like this forever. Like, we're just gonna be like this forever. Okay, love your faces. Thank you for being here. Bye.